all the OGs, all the old heads, anybody online that's like 30 plus that hit their Saturn return, they all like Gen Z haters. Like they got like Gen Z hatred. And it's like, y'all hatred make the Gen Z. I think I'm Gen Z, I ain't gonna lie. By a little bit. But I don't act like no Gen Z. It's the shadow work I did. But whew, yeah, so Gen Z hatred is like it's in a lot of the old heads, like the people that's 30 plus, 25. Shit. Nah, not 25 plus. Like the 25-year-olds, 26-year-olds, they like making money off Gen Z. Like, cause Gen Z's giving like those people attention. Cause they be acting, they act like 20-year-olds. So Gen Z like look at them. But I ain't gonna lie, now the 20-year-old Gen Zs, 21-year-old, 22-year-old Gen Zs, them, they act like millennials. Like they act like people who older. So, but basically, what I'm saying though, the people, the OGs, the old heads, people 30 plus, the people who hit their Saturn return, they got Gen Z hatred in there, and it's like you can see it online. And I ain't gonna lie, a lot of the stuff they bring to the table, it might be true about the incels, but they're actually Gen Zs that really is showing new ways, new programs, and new, brain development that, these old heads that be having Gen Z hatred that they can't see because their hatred is blinding them from what they think there is. Like, just because you prejudge that somebody is not smart does not mean they don't know how to be intelligent. Everybody is intelligent in their own way. You might be intelligent at one thing, they might be intelligent at another. So don't let your Gen Z hatred block what you could learn from that person. You might see a Gen Z person like, oh, they lazy as fuck. All they do is get on the internet. All they do, they're never working. They don't want to work. They don't want to get jobs. It's because they know that this system is bullshit. They know that why would I almost die for a job, and when something goes wrong, they blame me. The job don't know how to take accountability unless you know the right people, you got the right lawyer, or you do the steps that's necessary for them to feel like, okay, these person is they put in the belt on our ass, so we need to pay them back. We need to stop people like this. Like if a Gen Z person had like the knowledge that like a 60-year-old have with working, they'll probably work more because they'll probably know how to like fight back against corruption at jobs or at whatever is stopping them. They just don't know a lot about that system, and it's like the people that they go to try to find out, they just say, yeah, just go work, just find another job, just go there. But in reality, Gen Zs, you see like Kai Cenat, like Miles, all the young like streaming ass motherfuckers, they all Gen Z. They all Gen Z. And you see that they make more money than every old person that working a 9 to 5. And ain't nothing wrong with a 9 to 5. It's just about how you utilize the money and how do you utilize that position. Like, are you using it for your dreams, or are you just using it to pay the bills, aka you basically helping someone else's dream stay alive? But another thing is though, the Gen Z hatred needs to stop if we all gonna come together. Now, I don't care about incels, I don't care about grifters. Those people you need to be hating on them. If you're a grifter, hey, you once have to be, to see grifters, you once have to be a grifter to know when you see a grifter. So, hey, what a grifter is, somebody who will tell you anything just for your money. Just for your money. Now, personally, I'm telling you from my personal experience, I've done reading for people. They asked me for readings that's impossible, and they offered 200, 500 and above. And I did not take their money because it's not about the money with me. It's about actually helping and actually getting them to learn for themselves. I don't want them to keep being like addicted and keep coming back to me. I want them to get it for themselves and be able to move forward. So that's what I do when I be doing consultations, or when I be doing tarot readings, or breaking down birth charts, or even when I be doing palm readings, or even when I be doing name readings, even when I be doing life path readings. Like, I be doing it for them to learn from themselves. And I teach women how to do tarot, and I teach males how to understand their sun, moon, and rising in their birth chart. But I'm not going to force this into you. I'm not forcing shit to nobody. If you ask questions, I'll be down to answer. If you feel like investing into yourself, I will allow you to invest into yourself, but I'm not going to force it down your throat. But my main point is, Gen Z does not look at working for someone else as something that they should put their time into. They think that working for themselves and, you know, doing the work that's necessarily, when they really like realize that, when a Gen Z realize that, okay, I actually have to put hard work into what I do if I want it to start to pop and start to be lit, that's when they're gonna start to make that shit happen. But really, millennials, those people, they're supposed to be working. They're supposed to be working for themselves and get into that position. And then Gen Z, us, we take it to another step. We take it beyond what they could take it to. But personally, though, the Gen Z hatred needs to stop so we all can learn from each other. Because the more that you are hating on a Gen Z person, this is for people that's not Gen Z. The more that you're hating on these Gen Z, the more that they do not want to learn from you. They just look at you as a hater, as a narcissist, as a selfish individual, or egotistical. They just look at you like, okay, this person, they an old man. If you a male, or if you a girl, oh, that's an old hag. Like, you know that saying when it's like your uncle, he keep asking you for some money. Like that drunk uncle that asks you for money constantly, or asks you to take him somewhere constantly. That's how Gen Z look at people that has Gen Z hatred. They look at them as they look at her as auntie. They don't even look at these people as people like. And y'all could be 25. They'll still look at you as an old motherfucker, because the way that you are projecting onto them is your lifestyle, your way of understanding, and they're not going to want to understand it or want to comprehend what you're even trying to give them, because the Gen Z hatred. Now, you might need to be a little less hatred to Gen Z and start to like show a little tough love. Now, tough love is not hatred. Tough love is, you know, you allowing them to know the truth, and you also not letting them lollygag, not letting them bullshit. But the Gen Z hatred to all Gen Z needs to stop, because all Gen Z are not the same. They're not the same. They might have the same thinking and same feeling type of patterns, but they are not the same. Okay? So yeah, the Gen Z hatred needs to stop. All the old heads, take my advice. If you want Gen Z to be on your side with the things that you do, because a lot of the attention, it comes from Gen X, and those are the little kids, and they're going to look up to all the Gen Zs. And if you hating Gen Z, the Gen X is going to hate you. And that's sometimes, this could be your own kids. Your own kids could hate you and love somebody who's way younger than you way more. They'll love a person who really don't do nothing for them, but make them feel involved and make them feel like cared for. And you know, so therefore, if you are a Gen Z hater, make sure, you know, you direct that energy to incels and grifters and thirst traps. Yeah, thirst traps. Start hating on thirst traps, because you know, I don't hate on thirst traps, because personally, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out here. Attention is money. If you can get attention, you can turn that to money. But the Gen Z hatred isn't gonna get you no attention. It's just gonna make Gen Z look at you like, yeah, that's just that's just that old ass nag. Like, they gonna look at you like, yeah, that person always negative. They don't have nothing positive to say. And it's like, you can even be trying to come soothing, but the way that you are coming, it'll make a Gen Z person feel and think you're just a Gen Z hater. You just have Gen Z hatred. And you might not did the shower work to understand your Gen Z hatred. So, peace. I love you. Subscribe if you're ready to be somebody. Make sure, you start to come together. And Gen Z, start to look at these people that's older than you as just like, learn from their mistakes so you can get ahead of them, and nobody can tell you shit. Because once you ahead of them and you understand, you comprehend what they're trying to tell you without the hatred blocking you from trying to actually listen, you'll be ahead of them, and they'll have to learn from you. Because that's what it's about. They're supposed to learn from the new. They're supposed to learn from the people who are new here. Gen Z, all of y'all are ventures. But the more that y'all get distracted, the more that y'all don't go on adventures, the more that y'all don't, try to actually, do something, then they just gonna call y'all lazy. Peace.